Hello everyone and welcome back to some more VSL highlights. We're at France and this was meant to be sort of me doing intro, live sort of reactions to what's happening in the race, me overtaking people, reactions to that. Haven't actually done it so you can hear my voice. All you can hear is my wheels shifting up and down. I didn't actually talk that much throughout the whole race, so yeah. So I need to learn to be more talkative during the race, so to say. So yeah, get a better start now. And I think for this one, I think there's maybe one or two reactions where I'm gonna sort of dip out, dip in, and you'll hear my reaction to those. But again, good start. Just like last week, don't want to take it too quick. It's not one on lap one, and already we have a virtual safety car. But yes, just going back to what I said before about being talkative. I am normally in a party with 7 or 8 other guys who were in the race as well, but I decided to not be in that party because I didn't want any of their voices to sort of be on here just in case I needed to talk over what was going on and having to mute the whole audio, and it just would have been more effort. But what I'm going to try and do for next week's race in Portugal is try and be a little bit more talkative during the race. For this race, I was on my own. Thought I'd be able to talk more, and for 3/4 of the race, I don't say a single word. So yeah, big rip. But as you saw, we started 19th. Done that purposely. I think in quali I set a 29.3, and even then it wasn't a great lap. I think it would have put me 4th or 5th on the grid, so I knew that the pace was there to run with the guys in front. So we'll just see what I can do from 19th, and already got some guys pitting for wing damages, so we're just gonna get through positions really. So risky as well down the straight now. You see he pulls over to one side. I think it's after turn 2 actually. He pulls off to let me by, which I don't know why he done that. It's only lap 2. He's on same tyres as me. I think he just maybe feels that I'm quicker than him, and obviously he's running his own race, which again, fair enough. I'm not going to say no to a free position. So we're going to come up now to, well, all 3 of the speed guys, Newgarden, Knighton and Risky, who we just passed. And I believe the plan, what I'm going to do is maybe leave the first 3 laps in, or if I'm starting in front, maybe the first lap or 2, because I feel like it's more sort of, there's more to watch if you see how I navigate through the field at the back. But yeah, lap number 2, halfway through the lap, and Newgarden and Knighton are both on the softs, so I just assumed that they'd have to pace over me the first couple laps. Obviously Risky let us pass. I think Lee started on them hards, so he actually started behind me, so I knew that he wasn't going to have to pace sort of early doors, so I didn't want to lose a place to him. But yeah, end of lap 2, coming on to lap 3 now. Not really made much inroads. I think 3 people have pitted for new wings. If they hadn't pit, I'd be P17. Another thing I tend not to do is actual race practice, so I'll do a whole heat, like a bunch of time trial, set a reasonably good lap, and just sort of go into the race and just assume I'm going to be quick in a race. And it's not been the case the last couple of rounds. I mean, I know Silverstone ended up winning after penalties were applied, but for a track like France, which isn't one of my favourite tracks, it's probably one of my worst. I should have done it more race practice, because I didn't do any. So we're going to get a run on Newgarden now, down the inside. Doesn't really put up much of a fight. and that is us now up into P13 with red Matt on the hards actually. So fair play to Matt for being in 12th place on the hards. I mean, I don't know how he's done that. He probably started 12th or 13th or even 14th. I can't remember where he qualified, but he's keeping pace with the guys ahead as well, which just proves how much pace he's got in that Haas that he's I think reserving for. I think he's a reserve this week. So he probably hasn't done much practice, like in terms of race practice, been a last minute call up, I believe. So little trio cars in front. I believe I'm now going to cut it to where I overtake Matt, I think. And but I think it's actually on this lap. So I think lap 4, I managed to get a run on him, I believe. Yeah, so last corner, him and my teammate Ryan battling. My teammate doesn't have DRS, Matt does, so he goes past my teammate. My teammate's low on ERS. I decided to sort of squeeze past a little bit. I say a little bit. I managed to get the move, so that's us now up into 6th place. I think the guys ahead on softs have pitted early for mediums, or some of them have actually gone to hards, I don't know. So yeah, so now's the time where, it's lap 6. My mediums are going to start going off soon, so I need to sort of really get past Matt. And actually, the next lap 7, I have a pretty good run on him. I believe he's used most of his ERS already at this point, so I'm just going to drain mine. He's going to swoop to the inside. Gonna have to go round the outside. He does make it a little bit difficult. Brakes later, gives me the space on the outside. I run a little deep, which means that he's going to have a run on me, so I have to use more of my ERS, which I didn't really want to do at this stage of the race, because I know France is quite bad for ERS, sort of trying to save ERS, and we actually managed to keep the place, having used the rest of our ERS, so it's not always good. And I knew at this point I needed to sort of get that second gap sort of ASAP, given the 2 massive straights. So I believe we've done that, and now we're going to skip ahead to lap 10, and you're going to see why, as Risky retires, and that's probably an indication, yes, we have our first safety car, lap 10. So I think I was due to pit lap 14 or 15, judging how far I can get these mediums, but I decided to pit for hards. Me and I think Yaham and a couple of other people, actually the only ones on hards at this point, so we're going to be up against it with guys around us on medium tyres. I knew Matt probably wants to get the move done on me sort of ASAP, having overtaken him earlier. So yeah, we decided to sort of use a little bit of ARS off the start, try and get that gap sort of early behind myself. And yeah, in 8th place from 19th, well 18th, I can't really remember where I started now, but it's very good sort of start. Pace is somewhat there. I mean, again, if I was more confident, I could maybe find a couple tenths a lap, but I'm not gonna scream and shout about it. I've still done pretty well in the end, as you'll see by the end result. And now we're going to skip ahead to lap 14, just trying to see. Oh yes, another retirement, which means another safety car. And this is where I'm actually going to dip out. You're going to hear my live reaction to something. Thank the Lord, I'll be back in a minute. I'm an idiot. I'm a fucking idiot. Wow. That's ruined my race. Damn it. Yes, I'm back. And live reaction. Wow. Lap 17 laps with no talking, and finally get a live reaction to me getting a very, very stupid stop-go penalty. And as you could probably tell, I was annoyed at this point, having got no penalties. I really thought that was sort of going to end my race. But yeah, lap 18 now, race gets back underway. My teammate's behind me on softs, and I did actually pull over, so I thought I was going to let him by, but he just sort of backed out, so I don't really know what was going on there, but I decided to sort of stay ahead of him, try and sort of, if I can get through on the guys ahead, and he can get through as well. And lap I'm actually going to stay on board, sorry, because I feel like I cut it there, but I didn't, because I believe I must try and go for a move somewhere on deck. Now the man in front, he's been in outstanding form. He's got a few, I say a few, last couple of races he's done very well in terms of results. So he's sort of a new man to say. So we're going to sort of try and slide it down the inside. Again, he does give me space, to be fair. It's a very late move from myself. I wasn't expecting to be there, but I mean, trying to go around the outside is just sort of criminal. So I'll just decide to back out, let him have a bit of a poor run. We try and go around the outside, a bit of contact. Again, that was probably my fault. And we dive it down the inside, get another warning. That's my second warning now, I believe. And yeah, we get a legal overtake, which isn't too great. So we have to back off the throttle, let Deck go past. And my teammate now, we're 3 wide. You know, I'm sort of like, what's going to happen here? I sort of stay on the outside, and I think Deck hit my teammate, who then hit me. I mean, at the time, I felt awful when I saw my teammate spin. I thought it was my fault. I thought maybe I might have jinked to the left a little bit, but I think him and Deck probably hit each other. Might have literally tiniest contact, and unfortunately, it sent him into me. And you can see there, lap 19, the rain has fallen, and Yaham is off the track already. Sunny spitting, and he's off the track. But yeah, so it's now raining. It's 8 laps to go now, and I think now I'm going to try and get past the other Tony. So elite name, of course. He goes deep into the last corner. We have 30% ERS. Casper's actually pitted already for intermediates. So I think he's done a bit of practice and knows when, as soon as it starts raining, to pit. Because as you're about to see, it gets wet quite quick to say. So lap 20, so I think it's towards the end of lap 20, I think, going through sector 3. Yes, it is. And you can see this is the same lap, and it's absolutely chucking it down. And because Mike has retired, there's a third safety car, which has sort of saved me a little bit with some of the guys behind pitting. It's really thrown the spanner in the works. And actually, some of the guys ahead, including the race leader Timo, pitted for the full wets. So I was very surprised at this, up into 4th now. So again, a very good result regardless. And safety car restart. Caspar gets down my inside. I sort of try and stick it, but he's too quick. I can't compete with Caspar. The guy is rapid and doing a very good job this season. He's sort of in the championship fight against Timo. And after that, nothing happened apart from the guys on full wets now catching me up. So Timo actually playing a blinder, but at the same time losing the race win. So it has kind of helped in the championship fight. And you can see I just let him go down the inside because he gained 3 seconds on me in that last lap. So he's on the right tyre. I'm not going to fight someone who is on the right tyre and I'm on the wrong tyre, because it just would have ended in tears. Not even for Timo, for myself, I probably would have ended up spinning. But yeah, we're now coming to the end of the race. P6 from P19. Most people would take that, but for me, I felt like there was definitely more in it. And then you see there, Casper and Timo getting very friendly, to say the least. I think Casper actually got a bit of wing damage, but obviously, the race is over. And yeah, I'll see you guys next week for Portugal. Hopefully more live commentary. And yeah, thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you then. Goodbye.